Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Dragon Age. Into the throne room we go.
The Grey Wardens are here.
Now we could go right up ahead and talk to our father, but first there are some things
Many
we can take
thanks
care
for
of.
your willingness to hear me out, my lord. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent. There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week, and a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause. I keep my ears to the stone, my lord. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little forewarning to help your forearming, if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. I want hard currency, not rumors.
Saving for a run for the Assembly? Never mind. If hard currency is what you wish, hard currency is what you will have.
Yeah, that's right.
How does 100
Green
sovereigns
motherfuckers.
sound? When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Okay. Yeah. Alright, now technically
You're a fool.
this lady's like, you're a fool, don't fall for it. And you can talk to her and she'll tell you, oh, you shouldn't do that and I'll pay you, but it's actually better to go with him. So we're just gonna go straight up with him.
Greetings, my lord Idukan. It is an honor to meet you at last. I have had the opportunity to recently meet with your father. He speaks highly of you. He says you may be the quickest fighter in all of House Idukan. Yes, he mentioned your humble nature as well. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world. Alas, I do not think he would take kindly to that suggestion. As the child of the king, and heir after Lord Triumph, your place is here.
He's the second born.
Yeah.
Truly. Then I will speak to your father after tomorrow's battle. I have my doubts he will relent, but there is always hope. Until then, good luck to you. Show the Darkspawn what your people are made of.
They probably come in here and massacre everybody, and then we have no choice.
What?
But I said the Darkspawn probably did massacre everybody in here, and we have no choice but to leave and avenge our dwarven brothers.
Trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Shirak will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your great-grandfather's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the Provings. I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses? So dutiful. Very well. Let us begin.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. This cat is driving me
Ladies,
nuts.
grant me a moment of your
That's the
time.
third time
We are
she
here
jumped up
today
and walked
so
across.
I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the Paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called surface caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
We want our money.
That's right, we do.
Thank you,
All
my
we care
lord.
about.
I am satisfied.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms. Walk well, Commander.
That was well spoken. Blunt as ever, hmm? Very well, then. Here is a note of credit for the 100 sovereigns. The Chamberlain at my estates will pay you after the battle tomorrow. Now I must be off to prepare for tomorrow. Do excuse me.
Yeah, it's right. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay. Now we're supposed to go talk to our brother.
And we get to fuck them horse yet? I hope so. I get to manually fuck them.
Now we got time.
Get that.
Get that journal. Break into his chest and get that metal kite shield. Yeah. That it? Alright.
That's it.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father? Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like. But then get to bed.
All day I've put up with that. It can really grate on the nerves. And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him. Unfortunately, I am. Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you.
What?
I overheard him giving orders to some of his men, and I was shocked. Then it began to make sense. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right.
How am I a traitor?
He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen. The first Idukan king wasn't even part of the house's leading family. That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince. Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian Veer's father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside. You're the elder. I'll follow your lead as always.
Let's murder him instead.
Permission to speak freely. Trian would make a terrible king, but no one wants to say it. He has just enough backing in the Assembly to make it ugly when your father dies, but not enough to become king. Killing him now makes your house stronger and saves a great deal of bloodshed later.
Very well. I'll keep my eyes open. I don't want to lose the brother I actually like. You're welcome. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
Let's go. You don't want to keep those lovely ladies waiting.
That's right.
We didn't actually kill those people. So that's a lie. Right? We didn't kill them. We just beat them.
I guess we just beat him.
On next time on the Game of Dwarfs.
Game of Dwarfs.
That's what that conversation was.
I gotta wait for it to...
Bunch of backstabbing to fucking take the throne.
All kinds of fucking...
Too bad we're in a 20-minute conversation we can't save in the middle of now.
Clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Haramont. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come, men! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Haramont and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my brother.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a Taig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach it.
My father believed
I also
the
think
shield
since
of
I've
the
played
Paragon Idukan
all of them,
remains in that
all the
time,
different beginnings,
under the stone
I think
central
the dwarf one is the longest.
Reclaim
by
the
far.
shield.
Dwarfian.
Glory will be yours.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions? Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Idukan.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.
Alright, saving content. Do not turn off the system. Ugh.
Now we're doing.
Yeah. As soon as done saving, we're going to make a manual save. And then, guys, next time, we're going to explore the deep roads.
Deep roads.
We're going to kill some creatures.
No, I think the mage beginning took about an hour, so this is going to be longer than an hour worth of...
We still got a lot to do. We got to explore these entire ruins, get the shield, fight a boss, go through a whole bunch of story before we get to the actual part. So I think this is one of the longest ones, honestly. And the shortest one for me was always the Dalish Elf. That one just doesn't take long at all.
Doesn't take long.
Either of the elf ones, honestly. The Dalish or the City Elf doesn't really take that long. But all right. Anyway, guys, next time more dwarves. We'll see you guys next time.